Cardinals Flight Plan with head coach Bruce Arians is brought to you in part by Dignity Health, Hello Human Kindness, and by Copper Point Mutual, at work for you. Now, a closer look at the pivotal performances from last weekend, beginning with the Red Sea of Cardinals fans.
Talk a little bit about University of Phoenix Stadium and the atmosphere. The crowd was incredible.
Oh man, they were fantastic, and the Eagles, they traveled well. You know, they had a bunch of fans there also, and it distracted us a little bit offensively. But overall, in the third and fourth quarter, I just thought our fans were again unbelievable.
Carson Palmer, again, doing a great job of protecting the ball. All your quarterbacks have done a great job of protecting the ball so far. Talk about his play overall.
Oh, it's been fabulous. I think since the injury, he stayed in it. Every rep in practice, he was getting a visual rep, coaching somebody on the way back, and really stayed into it. And I think that's helped him get back now that his arm's getting stronger. But he knows where he wants to go with the ball because he was mentally throwing those balls when he was out.
No sacks given up against this team, and you've allowed, I believe, 1 sack in the last 3 games here. How was protection?
I think the protection was okay. They still chased us off the spot too many times, especially on third down. But we got ourselves, when those 3 and outs, we really were malfunctioning bad on offense. It was one of the most frustrating quarters that after the touchdown that we've had in a while of trying to find positive runs and even short passes. So we kept getting behind the chains and then getting chased off the spot. And we're putting right into their strength.
Larry Fitzgerald was targeted 10 times in this game. 7 receptions, 160 yards, touchdown. He responded to that. Was that the game plan going in, Bruce?
No, our game plan is always the same. Take what they give you. And they gave us Larry. He made a great play on the 80-yard play. The other ones, we had him open 3 more times. We just got pushed off the spot and couldn't get to him. And he could have had a 200-yard game easily in this ball game had we had just a little bit better protection.
Let's talk a little bit about the defense. Some stalwart performances here, and a lot of people aren't talking about Tommy Kelly, but Tommy Kelly just continues to show up and be a pro.
Oh yeah, it was a game ball day for Tommy. I mean, it was a big high snap count game again, but he answered the bell. I mean, he got stuck out there twice in packages he hadn't practiced, and still adjusted with Calais, and they made plays, and he was very disruptive.
What kind of game did Dayon Buchanan have?
Buck had one of his better games, physical. Obviously, he got Patrick and with friendly fire there the one time, but that's the way he plays now when he's coming. But he took on a couple of guards, like a 250-pound linebacker, and just stoned him. But yeah, Buck had obviously the big play down in the end zone at the end of the game where he had great technique on swatting the ball away.
What makes Antonio Cromartie so good at what he does, Bruce?
A great preparation. I mean, he gets mad at the scout teamers because they run the wrong route. They don't run it at that depth. They don't run it like that. He's on them. Because he's studying the tape. He knows what he's supposed to be seeing on the practice field, and that's what you want your veterans to do. Make sure those young guys are giving you proper pictures.
You had no sacks in this game, but you did have 8 critical quarterback hits and 12 passes that you actually defensed. Is this team starting to come around in terms of pass rush and generating a pass rush?
There's no doubt. Even without the blitz, we're getting it closer and closer. We got him off the spot quite a number of times. Having Calais back in there, Tommy with some Eddie Stinson, all getting some disruption up the middle of the pocket, and we're getting close around the edge.
Still to come, a look at Sunday's opponent, the Dallas Cowboys. But next, Michael Floyd was wired for sound against the Eagles when we return to Cardinals Flight Plan, presented by Dignity Health.